Last time, I used to plan a lot. Planning can kind of like limit the way that it can surprise me. Spontaneous moment to me is trust. Trusting in the moment and trusting in myself, and then I trashed the entire part. That was a big move for me. Huge move for the dancers also. They have to trust in me that, okay, we're gonna script all this. I'm so tired in the studio and I just like do this. And I say, this become like one of the major moments that people remember that really surprised me. Hi, I'm Jin. I've been in the dance industry for the past 20 years as a performer, a choreographer, and a director. I'm also the dance choreographer for NTU MJ, Super 24 piece. I sent a team for 2016 Open Cat and we got first runner-up. And I sent another team in 2018 Tertiary Cat and we got champion, and the last one was last year NTU MJ Tertiary Cat and we got champion too. Black. Okay, so this time around for NTU MJ's piece, my whole concept is on a concept of lucid dream. So I'm a person who dreams a lot at night, and I would like to explore a little bit more on how I can display what I've been dreaming at night onto a stage. And lucid dream is always a dream that I've never been able to get it. Lucid dream is something like you are able to direct certain things in your dream, which I do not have that. And because I'm so into dreams, that's why I have researched on different kind of dream. So yeah, so this time around, I thought it would be interesting to put up this on stage. I do not have an outcome or a vision per se, because I always believe in unfolding throughout the process. So I have a seed of thought or a visual. I know I want to play on tempo, that means erratic tempo. I want to play on visuals. How does a dream looks like and sound like to me, in terms of maybe I can create dominoes, I can create unexpected moments at different time, and I also want to have an underlying subconscious of myself in that dream. So normally when we go dream, something that reveals in your dream is your subconscious awareness in what's happening in your life. So I use breathing as my subconscious layer, and that's my underlying foundation for everything. And then throughout the piece, everything is very linear. How I process is I have one thought, and then I move into another thought, and then another visual, depending on how the dancers move from there. So it's a lot of exchange from the dancers. You really have to know whether they get it or whether it feels right and it clicks with me. So this is a lot of negotiation between me and them and me and myself. Mostly due to the duration of the piece, which is within the 1.5 minutes. I feel like I have so much to say, so much to show in my dream, but I have to filter and cut and refine and reframe every single time when I'm doing the music. But I always feel like roadblocks help us to find different ways to solve the puzzle. Roadblocks to me is equivalent to change, the risk of changing. A lot of time I trash my things in the beginning of my process, the first 1 month of my work with them. Initially, my whole front part is super different. It's everyone just lying on the ground and then become like a sleeping bodies or like a corpse and then wake up. And then I trashed the entire part. That was a big move for me, and that was quite a huge move for the dancers also. They have to trust in me that, okay, we're gonna script all this. But I also give them the assurance that we still have time. Let's make the best out of this time. And I have small visuals that I want to do. So to me, trashing, if you want to do a huge change, for me, I will trash in the beginning when I want to do a change. Normally the change is right there and then, let's change. And I'll tell myself, okay, If after half an hour I still don't see any improvement or I still don't click, I'm going to change again. So I also will give the dancers that amount of time. We're going to do this 5 more times. If we can't get it, let's just change. It's a play for me. It's like it's a moment for me to just see how it goes. And spontaneous moment is one of the things that I really like throughout my whole rehearsal process with them. A lot of time people thought like spontaneous moment is like, oh, in the moment we get it. But I think it's more than that. I think it requires a lot of my past experiences, because there's so many spontaneous moments that we had. Now it's the choices that I'm going to make, which is the best, and what is the best that can fit throughout the whole piece. We have this step, this on the floor, that. That was one of the time when I just like, I'm so tired in the studio and I just like do this, and I say, my 2 dance caps, Sal and Angela, would just, hey, let's just try this, and then they try, and then let's try with the rhythm, and then this become like one of the major moments that people remember that really surprised me, and everyone just look at like just wow with that. It's simple, but yet it's just a surprise moment for everyone. Spontaneous moment to me is trust. Trusting in the moment and trusting in myself with whatever things that I have prepped myself for this spontaneous moment to come, like my past experience. And I value that because last time I used to plan a lot, but I feel like planning can kind of like limit the way that I want it to flow, that limit the way that it can surprise me. As much as I want to do a lot of planning, I also want to trust myself in my own subconsciousness. This is also like the dream that I'm like trying to like portray. What moves me in the moment, and we call this the intuition, the instinct moment, that I really valued it a lot. And this makes me me. This is my art, this is my work. I'm not getting an inspiration from anywhere or any music, but just from my experiences. And I feel that is very personal. My top 3 moments of the piece is, one of them is that one, like I say. I like the first part, like how we built from my main jump off from the dream into her dream, and everything just flows. I like that part where breathing is the underlying of the whole segment there. And I really like my last part, which we really spend a lot of time coordinating every single point with everyone, because 24 of them are doing 24 different things, and how I'm going to piece the puzzle together that looks kind of chaotic but it's still in the structure. This is like our dream, like everything is moving, everything changed at certain moment, and these are the 3 moments that I really like it. Oh my God! Try! Oh! Seriously? Oh my God, this is my very early years of my dance career. I don't think I stepped into my dance career yet. I was representing foreign bodies. At that time, I'm still into a bit of street jazz, MTV pop and all, and we joined the Funkamania and I choreographed this piece. Do I need to reveal? Seriously. Oh my goodness. Oh my God! Did I do this without avatar?
What is
At the time, Avatar movie was quite I mean, I think I just watched Avatar movie and I really love like the world and the realm inside. And same thing, I just want to stage it on stage and see how it looks like with my imagination. I like that last time we used a lot of LED to create the background. And I remember that I took quite a long time to find the right LED moment. And the dancers was like a little bit anxious about this piece because they have to be a non-human. I remember that. Oh, this is the hardest piece that I ever worked in my life. Wow, every time when I watch this, I have to have a deep breath in and out. It's one of the most challenging productions that I had worked even until now in my life. Elements, because we have to use water, sand. This piece is earth, so we use sand. We have to buy tons and tons of sand and then transport it into the ground theater, escape ground theater, and then we have to have like engineers to do the sand and the peeling, and then the music. I remember I was not myself when I was doing this, because I partly have to produce, partly have to direct, partly have to do the music, the lights, and to perform and to choreograph. And that this dance kind of like changed my way of doing things. Yeah, because I because of this piece, I kind of have a little bit of burnout. Okay, not little. I have a huge burnout. And from then on, I feel like I have to change my working style. If I choreo or direct, I shouldn't dance. And if I dance, I shouldn't choreo or direct. Last time, a lot of time, my goal, maybe 60% of my goal is to feed the audience, is to do what the audience probably will like. And that doesn't mean that I don't like. It's just that my motivation comes from there instead of myself, which I'm also quite proud of it, because I went through a whole evolution of having 100% of feeding the crowd to 60 to 50 to 40 to 1, and now I'm still at like 30 70 70 30, you know. So it depends on what kind of work I'm doing. I learned that every time when I change, I will want to take note of that. And now when I come to an age that I really want to put out works that more personal to me, in terms of the creation process, in terms of the outcome, even from that concept and the planning. Yes, I think within 1.5 minutes, it's really very hard to show the underlying message that you want to say. Even for my piece for NTU, I don't think no one will see this as a lucid dream. So for me, if you're able to articulate in a way from a simple seed that is sown, this is a seed of thought that I had, and then it has blossomed to become this, and just want to show on stage. To be able to articulate every single detail, I feel is too much. And then I as an audience, I love to think. It may not be the same for me, and to me is, should I take your idea or should I resonate with my own when I see your piece? Do not give too much info. It can be just a vibe, it can be just a color, it can be just a symbol, and then let us just interpret from there. For me as a judge, I don't really need a lot of information, just a seed of thought.